A historic peace agreement, palpable excitement among the people, and business deals across multiple sectors. The normalization deal between Israel and the United Arab Emirates marked the beginning of a new era. But now Israel has pressed the pause button on a big oil transportation deal, and this appears to be a big deal for the UAE. What are the implications of this move for the peace agreement? Our correspondent Jody Cohen sent us this report.
As part of the enthusiastic response to the UAE and Israel establishing diplomatic ties, a memorandum of understanding was signed to bring Gulf oil to Eilat in southern Israel by tanker and then transport it by pipeline through Israel to be shipped to Europe. However, Israel's Environmental Protection Ministry has now rejected an environmental risk survey that assessed the deal, and they are being supported by Israel's Nature and Parks Authority and a coalition of numerous environmental organizations and scientists. Israel's new Environmental Protection Minister, Tamar Zandberg, has expressed concern that the proposed plan would pose a risk to the coral reefs in Eilat. The coral reefs have been unusually resilient to global warming, and scientists would like to clone the reefs to help others rehabilitate. Israel is worried that an oil leak would cause immeasurable damage to marine life and the environment. The risk assessment reported that the chance of an insignificant spill causing no environmental or marine damage was once every 24 years. However, the findings of the report are being disputed. Israel is also concerned about the environmental record of the company that would manage the pipeline, which was responsible for an oil leak 7 years ago, causing the largest environmental disaster in Israel's history.
However, according to sources, the UAE is concerned about the pause on the deal, having already invested large sums of money into the project, with an anonymous Abu Dhabi source saying that the pause could definitely damage the relations being formed. While the overall relationship is not expected to be affected by this pause, it could have an impact on individual business deals. The freeze comes as Israel has announced plans to cut its carbon emissions by 27% by 2030 and at least 85% by 2050. Becoming one of a handful of countries to announce a strategy in line with the Paris Agreement and international climate commitments. This is Jody Cohen from Jerusalem for WION World is One.